And we back! Today I am combining two semi-random role players to hopefully create a new NBA GOAT. And I say semi-random, which means that there's a wheel involved, and you know when the wheel is involved, anything can happen. So our goal is to spin the wheel 2 different times and select a role player on team number 1 and team number 2 and put them together and hope that that ends up really solid. I know your first question is, Kenny, what do we consider a role player? And my simple answer is, if you're 80 or below, I'm just gonna classify that as a role player. You feel me? There might be some people that are 80 that are really important, but I'm just saying 80 or below is a role player. I think that's super, super simple, and we can all agree on that. So today's video, we might be able to get like Marcus Smart's defense with Jalen Green's offense. And since we're combining them, I could take Jalen Green's 19-year-old self, and I could take his potential, and boom, in 5 years, that dude's a superstar. I also feel like that's like the best case scenario. And one thing, we're not building no demigods today, okay? So if I get Dallas Mavericks, I'm not gonna pick Boban, and then if I get the Charlotte Hornets, get Isaiah Thomas to scoring and Boban's body. We not doing that. No demigods today, all right? Can we agree on that? And then when you start to look around the league, you start looking at players that are 80 or below. You're like, man, this low key. We are real life putting together 2 random role. Oh, DeAnthony Melton and Tyus Jones are 80. Okay, who is the best 80s? We got Al Horford, but like I said, Marcus Smart at 79 is pretty solid. You know, Marcus Smart's all defensive level player, maybe defensive player of the year level player. And I would like that. Like Alex Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu, but like we real life are going to get role players. And that's what this video is about. So here is our wheel. We're gonna spin it once, see what team we get. And I'm not gonna select my person until I see both teams because I don't wanna get no weird mismatch, all right? I do legit want to put together a god on the court with 2 role players. We started off with, don't give me the Lakers role players, thank you. Get the Bulls? Are we gonna get the Bulls? Okay, we're gonna get the Bulls, and that's a little bit interesting. So with the Bulls, there's a couple different ways we can go. How can you convince me that Ayo Dosunmu has 0 badges? 0? Not 1. He ain't got a friendly badge, a pat my back badge. He ain't got nothing? Dang, I wish Lonzo was like an 80 for this video. We got like Alex Caruso, who's considered a lockdown defender. His perimeter defense is an A+. You love to see that. And he's got 12 defensive badges, including clamps, interceptor. I'm combining these players. I'm talking about tendencies. I'm talking about badges. I'm talking about all of those things. So he's a good player to have potentially. But I would say my number 2 option is going to be Coby White. Coby White is 21 years old. He's a 77 overall. He's got good playmaking, good shooting, decent finishing. And the one thing that he's beating Alex Caruso on is that his potential might be the same at a B-, but he's also 21 years old. So that B- is more valuable because his peak hasn't hit yet. So my 2 options that I'm determining between is Alex Caruso and Coby White. And I got to see what spin number 2 brings us. We're going to eliminate the Bulls because I don't need 2 Chicago Bulls players. Y'all already be talking about in the comment section how I'm a homer and I only care about the Bulls. So I'm deleting them. I got my Bulls, and now we're getting... Oh, you know what? Orlando is not bad, because they got a lot of young players with good potential that might be 80 or below. That's not bad. Okay, moment of truth. Who's the 80 or below on the Orlando Magic? Okay, we got Bamba. We got Isaac. We got Franz Wagner. Oh, wait. Franz's potential is going to be higher than Coby White's. We got Cole Anthony, who's got good potential. Oh man, this is a really tough decision. I have narrowed it down really quickly to John Isaac, Franz Wagner. All right, let me think about this for a second. Because Jonathan Isaac already is a defensive monster. I know we ain't seen him play in what seems like years. It feels like years. He's already a defensive monster. But the one thing that's holding him back is this. And if I combine him with Alex Caruso, their shot tendency is going to be, we talking about a player that might average 12 points per game for his entire career, because neither of their shot tendencies are high. Franz Wagner's shot tendency is low as well. Wait, oh, this is so hard, bro. Coby White has the shot tendency for the first year. Alex Caruso's shot tendency is so below average. He's not going to shoot the ball. And if I add him, again, we talk about a 12 point per game score. If I add Franz Wagner and Coby White scoring together, that might be super elite. Because Franz, not only does he get the scoring of Coby White, he gonna get all of these playmaking badges as well. And that will take Franz Wagner to the next level. The only problem is they won't have the defense. If I add a Franz Wagner and Alex Caruso together, we talking about a wing player that's gonna be able to defend like every position. So this is real rough out here. I still ain't made a decision now. Okay, I made my decision. This might be dumb, but I am going to trust that 2K has the tendencies where they progress to the point where if I added Alex Caruso and Franz Wagner, in 3 years, they might have an average shot tendency. Because I'm just thinking about the amount of versatility that we would have if we had Alex Caruso's defense and Franz Wagner's body with already having Franz Wagner's everything else. So those are the two players we are combining. We're going to have Franz Wagner's body, 6'10", small forward, with his potential at 19 years old, and everything. Okay, I got to put it together, y'all. And the way this is going to work, so you know this is about to take me some time, I got to write down every single statistic from Alex Caruso, every single attribute, every single tendency, badge, all of that, add those together with Franz Wagner, and then we pick the better of the two. So we got a 79.3 for Alex Caruso and a 78.3 for Franz Wagner. So we put 79 because that's the higher number. And I guess you can argue about it being the average of the two, but that's lame. We're going with the best version of everything. Okay, y'all, so I'm almost done creating a player. But what I forgot to do is give this guy a name. And instead of me coming up with a name, I have decided to use random name generator again. If you know, you know. If you've been around, you know. Okay, so I'm saying give us 10 male names that are average to, let's say average. I don't need no rear name. And we pick our favorite of the 10. Albert, no. Patrick, no. Kenneth, no. Dale, no. Byron, Taylor Banks? Taylor Banks is an option. Okay, one more generation. Taylor Banks. Yep, that's her guy's name because all of these are kind of wild. How about the rare of the rare? Antoine Funk. Yeah, his name is Antoine Funk, bro. I'm sorry. He's Antoine. Here he is. His archetype says 3 and D, which makes sense to me, and he's projected the first overall pick. Now, I know what his, he's from Davidson. I didn't change that. I know what his overall is, but I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. And they project, we got to do some scouting so we can see what they project him as, because I'm guessing it's going to be something kind of crazy. I mean, we talking about a dude that's Alex Caruso and Franz Wagner together with Franz Wagner's potential and his age. Just know it's about to be crazy. This actually makes a ton of sense to me. Ton of sense. Sean Marion, when you think about what we just did, making somebody that is 6'10", with Alex Caruso's perimeter defense that can score and all that, this feels like a pretty good ceiling. I didn't think he was gonna be Michael Jordan. Sean Marion's not too bad. Shout out to the Matrix. We should be #1 overall pick regardless. It's just a matter of what team do we get drafted to. I hope that we don't get drafted to the Orlando Magic just because they already got Franz Wagner. You know, we'll be adding Franz Wagner 2.0. But only time will tell. I don't know how much we care about things like this, but 36 points per game for Luke is kind of insane. Ben Simmons is the 6th man in Brooklyn, and the 76ers are the 7th seed. So it's just a lot of craziness happening in the simulation already, but y'all don't really care. Y'all just want to see our boy Antoine get drafted. I think he might be the first player named Antoine drafted into the NBA since Antoine Jameis and Antoine Walker. I'm trying to think if there's any other Antoines in history other than that. Those are the first two that came to mind, obviously. Let's get to the NBA draft lottery because no person other than Mr. Twan should be in consideration for the first overall pick. So who's gonna get it? The Houston Rockets have the highest chance with the Kings, and it's gonna be the Hornets jump up. Hold on. I didn't even see what the Hornets was up there. Did the Hornets just steal the first overall pick? They ended up with a record of 31 and 51. And 31 and 51 put them at like the 6th best odds, and they just jumped all the way up. LaMelo and Twan? Oh, y'all better draft them. Y'all don't draft them. Me and Mitch Kupchak over there gonna have to throw hands. Me and Michael Jordan gonna have to throw hands. Because I know Michael Jordan like drafting old players. And this guy's only 18 years old right now. You better make the deal. There you go. Don't overthink it. Do not overthink it. He's an 85 overall rookie from us putting together Franz Wagner and Alex Caruso. Again, his shot tendency is not very high this first year. He should win Rookie of the Year still based off just him being good, but he's not about to be a 20 PPG scorer off rip. He's got 20 badges. He's a lockdown defender. I'm excited to see the Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, Charlotte, what's up, man? People are always talking about how the Charlotte Hornets gonna get better. They not gonna sign a superstar player, They drafted one. That's how easy it can be. They drafted one. And just like that, actually, I should take over them, right? Yeah, we got to watch them live. As I'm doing all of this, I want to give you a second reminder to leave a like on the video. It helps the channel out a ton. I've been uploading on all my other channels. My baseball channel, my everyday basketball channel is a big one right now, mostly because the playoffs are coming on and I'm trying to do daily videos talking about the playoffs, so tune into that. Okay, we have our team here, and he should be starting off rip. He's a small forward, 6'10". They did not bring back Miles Bridges, so that's a huge L if you ask me, because him and Miles Bridges, fucking Miles Bridges together would have been kind of nasty. First game together, LaMelo and Funk ends up winning. And he had 17, 4, 2, and 2 in his first game. He shot 1 for 6 from 3, which is actually surprising that he even got up 15 shots. He led the team in shot attempts, which is beautiful to me. That's beautiful. I don't expect that to happen every night, but that's beautiful to me. This day, he had 13 shot attempts. Oh, snap. So he legit has a chance to win Rookie of the Year just because he is putting up more shots than I even anticipated. This should be a longer win video, so we ain't gonna focus too much on rookie season because he should be progressing. And this team, man, I'm mad that they didn't bring back Miles because Miles was supposed to be the dude. We had a little 20 piece right here for Mr. Funk. All right. He's averaging 16, 4 and 4, about 2 steals and a block and a half. Yeah, he gonna be all defensive player in like year 2 or year 3. Lock it in. Nobody's messing with this kid right here. 37 point, almost triple double. He averaged 50, 44, and just ridiculous. Marvin Harden? Who is Marvin Harden? What pick were you? 13th overall pick, just stole it from Funk, who averaged 13. He only averaged 13 his rookie season. This guy averaged 14. Man, I'm taking Twan over Marvin every day of the week, man. John Knight won Defensive Player of the Year. That's cool. I'm taking him every day of the week, bro. I don't care what nobody's saying out there. All rookie teams, obviously, is going to be there. And we got to check defensive teams. He's not going to be there rookie season, but they ended up being a 2 seed. I mean, they have a superstar player right now, LaMelo Ball, who's averaging 25. You know, Terry Rozier's playing really solid. And then Funk is here averaging 13. And he still got like 10 and 11 shot attempts per game. So he was doing his thing. He was definitely doing his thing. But when they win the championship, I would guess no. But if they come out and win a championship already, first round is against Toronto. I know you couldn't see that. But that was a 4-game series that we got swept in. You know, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Ja Morant gets his first championship and his first Finals MVP. And I think I just go straight to player progression to see how good my boy gets. And fingers crossed his shot tendency goes up because he should be really upset about the random player winning his Rookie of the Year. All right, so he jumped up 2. He actually got added 1 extra badge. And the shot tendency is about average now. Okay, that's not too bad. It's about average now. And the badge situation, some of these badges he did not have. He did not have Lob City Finisher. Oh, he did have Lob City Finisher from Alex Caruso. He didn't have Grace Under Pressure. So that's the one badge that he got better at. But he's the second best player on the team. They went out to upgrade the center position, and now we got Christian Wood on the team. So maybe that makes us better. I don't really know. But now we got a full year of Funk understanding as a sophomore how good of a player he can actually be. So first game against Toronto is a win. And Funk ended up with 26. Uh-oh, don't tell me that's a fluke. Give me game 2, too. We lose it. Oh, back to 12. That 22 just made me feel like we was about to take off and be an all-star this season. But reality is starting to kick in just a couple games into the season. It's like I said, it's going to take some time before bro is out there making all-star games. Because we having games where we put up 6, 6, and 6 with 5 fouls and turnovers and all of that. Like I said, in due time, he's still only 20 years old, y'all. He's only 20. Jason Tatum wins MVP this season, and no defensive player of the year, but all defensive team, please, just at the least all defensive second team. All right, so the actual averages on the year ended up being 14, 4 and 4. Shooting splits are a little bit down. Free throw percentage was about the same, but the points per game went up just a little bit. He's an 88 overall. He's an all-defensive player. This might not be a person that we're looking at to average 30. You know what I'm saying? But if we continuously are great on defense, make some defensive teams, potentially win a championship one year, we might still have a Hall of Fame caliber player. Scotty Barnes got his first MVP, Finals MVP at 22. Jeez, that's pretty young, my boy. All right, so I'm going to keep going, go to progression, and we're going to keep this cycle until things get better. He should hit the 90 overall club this year. He's 88 going into this season. They played okay. I mean, they fell off a little bit because they were the 2 seed the year before. Regardless, I need him to play just a little bit better. And he's up to an 80. Okay, so he didn't actually really progress. Him, LaMelo, and Christian Wood is still the big 3. They didn't make any moves whatsoever. I mein, Boogie's on the team now. I get that is a move. All right, first game on this new team. Oh, we didn't look at the tendency. Hopefully the tendencies went up because, again, we gonna need that. Overall scoring numbers should be pretty solid, like his attributes. But his shot tendency's at 69, which is nice, but I don't think that's that much of a difference than the last couple years. Shot close is amazing. Mid-range is well below average. But the 3-point shot is average. He should be scoring the ball just a little bit more at this point in his career. His shot IQ is the best in the world. That's probably why he's not averaging enough, because he's not taking the dumb shot that accidentally go in. You don't draw fouls like that. The playmaking is something that I didn't really think about when you add Alex Caruso. So I understand why he's averaging 4 assists per. Offensive consistency is off the chart. So I'm actually surprised that his efficiency dropped last season. Perimeter defense is amazing. Steals is the best in the world. 99 steal. Rebound is actually not as good as I expected it to be. Franz Wagner's rebound numbers were like a 40. And I'm like, you 6'10", bro. Actually, what if Franz Wagner, look at his basketball reference. He averaged about 5 rebounds per game this year. But even that, it still should be better than 40, right? It should be better than 40, and it's not. He's a defensive monster. It's just about trying to get him to learn the offensive side just a little bit more. And the first game of the season this year is against the Cavs. And is he going to catfish us again? He put up a 16-piece. 8 turnovers is insane for a dude that's not even like the guy. You have more turnovers than your star point guard. That's insane for a small forward. I'm turning into the anti-Funk guy because he can't stop turning the ball. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Markelle Fultz is on the team now. I didn't see that coming. Joel got his MVP award. Jaren wins Defensive Player of the Year. I swear one of these days we gonna see Twan Funk. All defensive first team, second team. I mean, he's gonna be going against Giannis every year and Jaren every year and Evan Mobley every year for a defensive nod. So it's gonna be rough for him. This season though, please tell me you were better. Please tell me you were better. He ended up averaging less points than last year. Why is he falling off? His assists are higher. I guess that's cool. How are we falling off? And how are you only averaging 2 steals per game with the greatest steal rating in the history of basketball? 2.2. Ben Simmons is getting more steals. I bet you Lonzo's getting more steals. I don't understand it. I know these dudes' steals ain't 99. I know they're gonna be half for sure. But I know they're not 99 like yours. So what are we not doing for you to be in a position for you to get the steals that you need? 86 is still really good, but it's not 99 like you. And y'all the 9th seed? Y'all didn't even make the... All right, Kenny. Listen, one of these times the brother might have to step in and say, these are the trades we got to do for us to be good. The 8th-seeded Detroit Pistons was 1 game away from NBA champions with Miles. Oh, they got Miles Bridges. See, if we would have kept Miles. Oh, they also got Kelly Oubre. If we would have just kept our team together, this could have been us. But it ain't. They ain't doing a good job at it. I'll just say that. Hey, shout out to Darius Garland, man. He averaged 30 points and 11 assists, and that is enough for him to get MVP. We ended up being the 1 seed. Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year. I was hoping to see who I wanted to see here because we're the 1 seed. That's a big improvement from last year. So I was hoping to see our guy. I didn't even see if they made any roster changes. Karan Keller, I don't know who you are. He's a 7'2", 22-year-old that plays for the Rockets, who's killing the game. Second team defensively. No, you didn't. Did you really miss the defensive team completely, bro? Oh, no. He real life fell off. What did you average this season? He averaged 15, 5, 4, 2 steals, though. I mean, that's good, but less than a block a game. And we ended up being the 1 seed. We got Josh Green on the team, and like he had an impact one way or another. Do you not even making defensive teams no more? So our star lineup looks like that. We're going against KD, Ben Simmons. I don't know what Kyrie Irving is at. He probably coming off the bench low key. Watch he coming off the bench. Kyrie Irving, he's not on the team anymore. Okay, we can do this. Can we win a championship? A championship would ease all of my frustrations with this video so far. And we could just get there and win it. 6 seed. To the 6th seed. I mean, well, it's Jimmy Butler and Dame, but Dame is only an 83. They got Kobe White on the team. This is not going as planned. We put together a role player who is a 90 overall. You know what I'm saying? He's a 90 overall, but right now he's just doing role player things. 15, 5, and 4. Oh, that's Gordon Hayward numbers. I mean, 2 steals. We ain't matching that. But I thought that us creating this person, and maybe I selected the wrong 2 people. Maybe we should have picked Kobe White and Cole Anthony. That would have been a point guard that only scored. Maybe we should have done that. Because so far, this ain't going as planned. Now, he is a free agent, a restricted free agent, but a free agent nonetheless. Maybe they let him walk. I would guess that they're not going to do that. I'm going to guess that they gave him a bag. And they did. They gave him a bag. So he's here to stay. And yeah, it's unfortunate the way this is going right now, man. He jumped up 3, though, and his bag just progressed quite a bit. He's now an A 3-point shooter, a B-. What is your tendencies? Please tell me you're shooting the ball more. 83. 83 tendencies actually really, really solid. He might, and I say might, average a dub this season. And if bro averages a dub this season, he should be NBA All-Star. And the first game of the season, he put up 4. All right, I'm done. DG does it again. Dude, no way. Oh my God, we did it. I want to end the video right now. Defensive player of the year. He also almost averaged 20. The 83 shot tendency came into play, and he almost averaged 20. Oh, snap. He's done it. He's hit the overdrive. He was an all-star this year. He had to be an all-star this season with those type of numbers. There's no way he wasn't an all-star this year. All-star 2027. All-NBA third team. I'm spoiling it, but Funk finally put it together. You know what? My apologies. Who is Brian Long? Why are there so many great centers in this NBA? He put it together, and my apologies for being impatient. He's only 23, y'all. I'm so spoiled by like players coming into the NBA and already be stars that in this video, Chris Dunn is back in the NBA and made an all-defensive team. Wow. Now, the only thing we need for my third seed right here is to win a championship. And Twan is going to go down in history as an all-time Charlotte Hornet legend. But it didn't happen. And we can just not, we just can't do it. We just cannot do it. Y'all see Darius Garland winning 3 back-to-back MVPs. That's the homie. And there it is again, 2-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. But the only problem is his points went down this year. I don't know if we signed somebody maybe that took some shots away. I don't even be looking at the rosters anymore. Shot tendency jumped up to 88. He's got a couple Hall of Fame badges, most of them being defensive. We're doing pretty solid. I'm just going to simulate. But I don't know. They're the 2 seed this season. The last time we were the 2 seed, we got eliminated in the first round. This time it's against Indy. And 1-1, 2-2, 3. Okay, we get out of the first round. Can this be the year? We're going against MVP Darius Garland, and we are in the conference final. Hey, if we win this championship, I'm done. If we win this championship, I'm done. So it's the Ball brothers going against each other. That's a good matchup. So Ball brothers, Colin Sexton and James Bouknight. We got Funk versus Diallo, Kuminga versus Kai Jones, and then Jermaine McKinney versus Christian Wood. We are the better team as far as seeding goes. One game away, and we're going to the finals to go against a 5-seeded OKC Thunder. Kelly Oubre continues to make the NBA Finals as a role player, 80 overall role player. Bagley is here and he's good, and then Felix Nunnally. We're better, right? We're better. Come on, LaMelo, please bring us to the promised land, because at the end of the day, it's really LaMelo, because he's almost a 99 overall. If you didn't notice, he's almost a 99, and he kicked it into gear once playoff time came around. Mr. Funk is doing his thing as well. Come on, please. Please just win this championship. That's 2. That's 3. And the NBA champion, LaMelo, thank you for the carry, my boy. But you know what? Everybody had to do their part. And everybody did. And the elimination game, the one that we needed the most, there's Mr. Funk. He averaged about 20 in the playoffs, man. He averaged about 20 in the playoffs. That's pretty good. They made it happen. From first overall pick to the NBA. Oh, Cam Reddish is on the team. From first overall pick to NBA champions, and it only took 6 years. 290 overalls is all it really took. So Funk, even though he might not do his thing, I was disrespectful calling him Gordon Hayward earlier. My fault, Mr. Funk. I ain't mean to do that to you, because you're a lot more than that as the Defensive Player of the Year. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. Let me know in the comment section if you tried this challenge as well, what 2 players you landed on, and how successful you were. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we come back with another video, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.